Hi everyone! These Mochi bears were pretty popular on my Instagram, so I decided to make a tutorial for you. This is my first video on YouTube, so please leave a comment with your requests and notes. It will be really interesting for me. I'm gonna show you how to create all 3 bears, and we'll start with ice bear as my favorite. We need chocolate clay and a mix of white and translucent clay in the ratio of 1:1. Roll a brown ball for the filling, then flatten it on the table. Smooth sharp edges on the downside. Roll down a piece of white translucent clay. The thinner you roll, the more visible the filling will be. Wrap the chocolate piece over with white clay, pretending to make a ghost or a dumpling. Stretch out all excessive amount of clay and cut it off. You may need to make it one more time to reach a proper result. If the filling is thin after cutting, put some extra clay and smooth it. Correct the shape, forming a perfect smooth mochi. Clean with nail polish remover if needed. Then make a small ball out of the white clay you cut off before and slightly roll it, then press a little. Attach it to the main piece with the flat side. For the ears, roll a short snake. Cut the tips. You may need to slightly roll them with your fingers as cutting often means deformation. Place them to the head and secure by blending. You can also use liquid clay or glue if needed. Roll a small piece of black clay into a snake, place as a nose and press it. Press down eye sockets using a dotting tool. And now my secret spell. Make 2 small balls for the eyes, make sure they are the same size. For the mouth, roll a thin snake, cut in place, bending a nice smile. Make a hole with a needle and screw a pin down. And here is the fun part. Let's bite a cheek with a cutter or any other tool. I decided to use a straw. Looks yummy and ready to bake. Bake according to your clay packaging instructions. Time for the grease, the oldest brother. I use vanilla clay for the filling and chocolate brown for the top. I've done the same steps as for ice bear, but the ghost now is chocolate. For grease muzzle, take a bigger piece than for the ice bears because his mouth is wide open. In case of grease, it was easier to contour the eyes first. It helps me to attach nose and mouth to the right place. Cut out the mouth. Remove extra clay. And correct the edges with a tool. Fill the gap with a thin layer of dark red clay to imitate mouth cavity. For the tongue, I mixed pink and a little bit of brown to reach a hem-like color. Cut off a tiny tip of a flattened oval. Place it in the mouth and secure by pressing. Make a thin white snake, cut 3 different teeth and place them starting with the biggest one. Let's have some dental practice, so do your best to give your patient a perfect smile. Try to avoid too big teeth, it may look creepy. Correct teeth shape and spaces. I decided to use liquid clay to make eyes more secure. The same technique for the ears. And grease is ready to bake. Well, almost. Finally, let's make Panda. His muzzle is more rounded than Ice Bear's. For eye patches, use gray color. Flatten and place on an angle. Panda's nose is smaller than his brother's. Black clay for the ears. The eyes got rumpled while I was blending the ears, so I removed them and made new ones. By the way, mouth is the same as Ice Bear's. I find this tender combination of white and light pink charming. Screw a pin and bake. I like to glaze my creations with UV resin. It's a tricky task, I must say, because they always tend to fall out of my hands, but the result worth it. However, you should be extremely accurate with such dark charms as grease, because they show off all the imperfections of the glaze. Also, you can cover your charms with regular Fima glaze. This is how they look with matte glaze. Don't pay attention to this weird panda. I have no idea how he got there. And the UV resin cover. And the normal panda. You can make any filling, experiment with different colors. I wonder how cool double or triple color filling would look. If you will be creating these Mochi bears, please tag me on Instagram. All the links will be in the description box down below. I'm very curious to see your results. Also, I want to thank my Instagram followers for the support. I really appreciate it. I hope this tutorial was helpful. Thank you for watching. See you next time.